Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play Porch on acoustic guitar by Pearl Jam. Here's how it sounds. There it goes. And later it goes. Alright, if you like this video and if you do like other videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more. Alright, let's get into this. It's not as hard as it sounds. The first part is kind of hard. It's A. You're going to do an A bar chord, hit the open A, put your pointer finger on the second fret of the D, and you hit that twice, like that. Then you're going to go basically, I'm going to slow it down. So you're going to go, I'm going to show you the notes first, and then I'm going to show you the chord that you kind of play it with. The basic pattern is you're going to go down, down. You're going to pick up. You're going to hit that kind of twice. What I do is I do an alternate picking there. Let's go really slow. So the notes are, hit that one. Then you go, you take your, so you're on your middle finger's on the third fret of the A, put your pointer finger on the second fret of the A. Then you're going to pull off, hit the open A. End up on the G with your pointer finger, or with your middle finger on the third fret of the E. So it's, that's pretty much the format. You got to listen to it to see exactly how he does it, but that's generally, he does a lot of the in there as well, but it's the general format is. So, and then what I do, you're gonna, when you hit that second one, put your point, so instead of hitting just the third fret of the A, you also throw in, put your pointer finger on the second fret of the D as well. So you're kind of doing the same chord. You're just adding you're putting your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A instead of the open A. And I strum up on it, pick up on it. And then you just go that one. I think those are the single notes. So slow is. There's a lot of ghost notes. Okay, so that's the first part. And you got what I learned this from looking at the plugged in version. That song's so awesome on that video. But check out that video. It's unplugged, but Pearl Jam, and they do this song last. And they and if you watch him, you can kind of listen to him and see how he does the ghost notes and all that. That's general. Here's the notes. All right, so then it gets easy. The next part is you're going to do a G, okay, the G shape. And all that is put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A, your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E, your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the E. And you're just going to hit that G, okay? You're going to take that exact shape and you're going to move it up 2 frets. Then you're going to move it up 1 fret. And then you're going to move it down 1 fret. So it's kind of cool, huh? But there's other ways you can do it. You can also, I saw one of the guitarists doing a bar chord. But I love how the G sounds. If you only have one guitar, I definitely prefer to do it this way. Then he does it again, same G. Skip 2 frets again, or go 2 frets up. 1 fret up. And then you go to the 2nd fret. You go 2 frets up from there. So it alternates between going to the... Alternates going from the 4th... Well, yeah, the 4th... I guess it's the 5th actually. The 5th, like the G starts with your middle finger on the 5th fret of the E. If it goes from there... Alternates between doing that and then doing the same thing on the 7th fret of the E. So it's, again, it's and the strumming is it's like down, up, down, down. So that part, down, 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 up, down. You can do whatever works best for you. Kind of mess with it. That's the overall, the progression of it, though. Okay. All right. So after that, it goes back into the. This is a cool lick. All right. But then it does it again, and it muffles it because everything comes down. The same thing we just did. Hear my name. Sorry, I wish I could sing that song. Into there, and then they go into the bridge. And you can hit the low E open. On the plugged-in version, on the unplugged version, it didn't seem like the acoustics were doing anything except for a bunch of guitar solos. And if you want to do guitar solos, you want to do some of the stuff they were doing, all you're doing is an E minor pentatonic scale. They're doing a lot of that stuff. Anyway, so that's what they're doing. The first thing he does after you hit the E, though, is you go this. He does something like this. And all you're doing there is you put your middle finger over touching the high E, the B, and the G, just touching it on the 13th fret, on the actual fret. And then you just, or something very similar to that. Okay, and then they go into this part. And all that is you're putting your ring finger on the 7th fret of the A, and you go down to the 5th fret of the A with your pointer finger. And then you take your pointer finger, and then you go back to the 7th fret of the A. And there's a bunch of ghost notes in there, so you want to listen real carefully to the rhythm. And then you hit the put your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the D, and then back to the 7th fret of the A, and back to the 5th fret of the A. And then back to the 5th and back to the 7th. So it's the bassist is doing that as well. Somewhere in there they'll go to this part. And I didn't see them doing these chords, but that's what's being played, even the bass. They were both doing guitar solos at this point. They were doing this kind of messing around in the pentatonic E pentatonic minor scale. But if you're only the guitar player, I would recommend doing it this way. And all that is put your pointer finger over the 7th fret of all the strings except for the low E. Put your middle finger, your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D, and your pinky on the 9th fret of the G. Slide that down 2 frets. And then take your pointer finger, put it over all the strings of all the strings on the 9th fret. Put your ring finger on the, that was the 7th fret. Put your ring finger, so put your pointer finger over the 7th fret of all the strings, put your ring finger on the 9th fret of the A, and your pinky on the 9th fret of the D. And then slide that up 1 more fret. It does that a few times, and it's building up and all this stuff, especially in the plugged-in version. Great version. All right, and then when he does that last time, they go same thing, right there. And instead of going 1 up, they go 2 frets down. And you can either do that, you can make it major too by just putting your middle finger. If you don't put your middle finger down there and you just do this, it's kind of a neutral chord. But if you want to make it major, you can put your middle finger on the 6th fret of the G. But what I would really prefer, what it sounds like he did on the one of the guitar players does on the plugged in, it sounds like this. You know, Eddie goes, oh, I can't even get the right note. But that's the part where he really builds up. And all that is take your pointer finger, put it on the 5th fret of the B, take your middle finger, put it on the 6th fret of the G, and then take your ring finger, put it on the, put your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the B, your middle finger on the 6th fret of the G, and then your ring finger on the 7th fret of the D. And you just strum those 4. You don't strum the A and the E string on top. You strum it kind of like this. And he's doing his thing. And then go to that last part, and it's all cranking out. And it's the same thing you did on the verse, except you don't alternate between going back 1 and up 2. You go up 2 each time, so it's like this, and it's really intense. if you want. So that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video and like other videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day jamming out with Pearl Jam.